What's good, TMG fam? It's your boy L and the Queen. We back with another reaction video, man. How y'all feel? Welcome back to the channel. Salute, man. It is officially Comedy Hour. Comedy Hour is officially here. Ladies, go ahead and put them kiddos to bed. Feed them, wash them, put them to bed, tuck them in. I don't care. It's early. It don't matter. Nah, when we drop this, it'll be late. So you'll be justified. You'll be justified. Fellas, kick back, relax, man. Y'all forget about the day. All your worries behind. We about to get these laughs on. All right, real quick though, big announcement real quick, man. It is finally here. A lot of people have been asking us to do it. A lot of people have been wanting us to create a Patreon, man. So the Queen took the time, spent her Sunday, and created a Patreon for you guys to I guess basically go
get access
to
basically.
Access. That's the word I was looking for. So you look at that, you complete me sometimes. But But she created the Patreon so you guys can get access. This is gonna be different types of content, man. This is gonna be stuff. I'm no longer bound by the constricts of, you know what I'm saying, certain confines that I've been feeling like I've been locked in a box, man, to be honest with y'all. So I'll be able to really release some content over there, do different things, man, exclusively over there. Stuff that I can't put on YouTube, stuff that I can't react to on YouTube, stuff that I can't say, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, this might be a little bit of an unfiltered L, to be honest with you. I don't know what type of L you're gonna get over there. So be prepared when you roll over there. This is my disclaimer to you guys, all right? But the Patreon is up. We're gonna drop the link in the description below, man. Head over there and join the fam, man. We're gonna get crazy over there, all right? So today, back again, Uncle Ron makes his return again. You know what I'm saying? Makes his return again. We got Just for Laughs, Uncle Ron, and we got another request by you guys. Josh Wolf, best practical joke ever. Best practical joke ever. All right. So now that you done headed over to the Patreon, you done signed up, man. I expect to see all the fam over there. It's gonna be a family reunion. All right. I need a family reunion over there on Patreon. Let's get to this Comedy Hour, man. Here we go. Let's start with Uncle Ron.
We're back with more Just for Laughs.
Well, you know what? When I started doing stand-up, and I got involved with this thing called the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, which was Jeff Foxworthy, Bill Engvall, and Larry the Cable Idiot, and myself. And actually, some of the first cool things that happened for me in my career happened out of Montreal.
That's not apple juice. Raw and white.
That's not apple
He
juice.
said that's not apple
Okay.
juice. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me make sure something real quick. Oh, man, y'all don't understand how sometimes, man, that could be the worst situation. You forget to turn the mic on.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh, that's the worst. It's fear mine, but let's get into it. That's not apple juice in that cup.
Thank you very much. It's great to be back in Montreal. One of the best backdrops for a debacle I've ever seen in my life. I went out last night. I got so drunk. I woke up this morning and somebody had in my pants. I don't know who it was, but I know he eats corn.
Wow.
I'll try to tell you this story. This happened on Tuesday. I was at PetSmart going home in the car with my wife and two dogs, and she says, I got to stop at the bank. I'll be 5 minutes, but there's no such thing as 5 minutes. And I know the dogs need to pee, and at our bank, there's one piece of man.
Hold on a second, my bad. It was a glitch. Let me hear something again.
No such thing as 5 minutes, but there's no such thing as 5 minutes. Up at the bank, I'll be 5 minutes, but there's no such thing as 5 minutes.
I heard right.
I know the dogs need to pee, and at our bank, there's one piece of manicured lawn, and it has two signs that both say, no dogs. So I took my dogs over there. This guy comes waddling out of the bank with a big scowl on his face, and he goes, the sign says no dogs. I said, the sign's wrong. Sign should say 2 dogs. I flew here from Los Angeles, and I always avoid the self-service line, and they were nice enough to fly me first class. And the line was long in first class, and there was nobody at that kiosk, and I don't really know how to use those things, but I opted for it. And I get over there, and it's just a kiosk with a computer terminal, and I don't want to touch it because it's got grease and dirt and what I could only pray to Jesus is meringue. But it works pretty good. You swipe your card through there, and up pops a diagram of the plane, and it shows all the seats on the plane, and it shows which ones are occupied, so you can choose your own seat, and that's almost a great idea. What would make that a great idea is if there was a photograph of the person sitting in that chair, and about a 5-minute bio clip telling you a little bit about them and what their breath smells like.
Oh, wow.
Because I pick my chair, and I'm in first class, and I walk into the cabin, and I see the guy next to me is this gigantic, huge, I know I'm heavy, but I'm not a gigantic, this is a 550-pound gigantic, part of him is in my chair. And I don't know if it's part of him I can sit on. But I have a tip for the morbidly obese. Once you get to 550 pounds, stay home and go for the record. So I tour all the time. I'm from the United States. I consider myself a patriot. I met my first wife during the Vietnam War. She's from this quaint little village outside of Phnom Penh. I could never pronounce that word. Ottawa. I love to tour with my wife. I only have sex with my wife. I've been married 3 times, and that has not always been my policy. But I find a lot of comfort in having one sex partner because she knows what I like and I know what she won't do. Turns out there's a list she won't do, and the first thing on the list is talk about the list. It's hard to figure out what to get her for her birthday. Last year I got her something with a cord. Not good. This year I got her breast implants, and I've never been a big fan of plastic surgery, but I got to admit I've had a lot of fun playing with these things. I haven't given them to her yet. I just keep them on my tour bus and just rub them in my face. I'm glad they clean up easy. I'm just glad they're not made out of corduroy. That's all I'm saying. I'd have to have them Scotch guarded. I find it a little ironic that the product I use to keep from ruining my sofa should I spill my drink on it is actually called Scotch guard. Sometimes things just work out perfect, don't they? Yeah, I'm looking for a product that's going to protect my sofa if I spill my scotch on it. What do you got? We've got Scotch Guard. Let's go with that. You got Vodka Guard? My wife, she's a very talented designer. We live in this gigantic house that you guys bought us. And she's really talented, but she can't go to sleep at night unless every single thing in this gigantic house is in the exact spot she meant for it to be. Now, before I married her, she told me she was anal, and I was like, great. It turns out there's 2 kinds of anal. And she's the wrong one. We were watching CNN the other night, and they were doing a story about NASA and about that astronaut lady that went crazy and tried to kill that other woman. Really funny. And it wasn't just about that, but it was about NASA and how they're just not as thorough as you'd think they would be, and they're always backing up and covering their tracks, which they are. And I guess because so many women are going into outer space, they've just allotted $10 million for a study to see if there are any dangers in a woman suffering from PMS to have her menstrual cycle in 0 gravity. I'm like, hell yeah, there are dangers. In a weightless environment, the psycho bitches can fly. Oh, yeah, you guys were fantastic. Come back to Montreal as soon as you'll have to.
Yo.
Fire. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that.
I would just let that last joke he said, just breathe. I'm gonna just let it breathe.
Just saying.
Just let it breathe.
I want to fly.
Yo.
I love practical jokes. This is my best one ever.
What is this?
My buddy asked me to throw him a bachelor party. And I was like, man, you don't want me to do that. I said, I'm a comedian. I always go for the laugh, and then I hope we can shake hands and be friends later. But I'm going to fuck up your day. And he was like, I don't think you'll do that. I said, I don't think you're listening. I'm already trying to decide how to fuck with you, so can we just like not have me do it? And he was like, buddy, you've been to Vegas more than any of us. You plan the party, you get the girl. Now look, I got him a girl for the end of his party. That's what he wanted, a stripper. I'm not a stripper guy. I never have been a stripper guy. I don't really care. But he wanted a stripper at the end of his party. That's cool. I wanted the beginning of the party to be for me. And what did I want to watch? What do I like way more than strippers? I like weird shit. Guys, if you're like, hey man, this is about to be some weird shit happening in an alley, I'll be like, I'm gonna fucking watch that. 100%. I love it. How weird? I wanted people walking out of his party like this. What the fuck just happened in there? Like, was some guy walking out with a limp? Like, why are my hands dirty? Like, weird shit, right? Where did I think I could find that? I went on Craigslist in Vegas. Oh, guys, I have never felt so horny and sad at the same time in my entire life. Scrolling through. It's all sex stuff. I don't want that. I want weird. And then weird jumped off the screen at me. This woman's advertisement was 3 words. That's it. And those 3 words were, I'll wrestle ya. And I was like, fuck yeah, you will. That at least deserves a phone call, I think, right? I call her on the phone. She is 6'250". And her special skill is that she'll come over to your house, she'll get naked, and she'll toss you around for a little while. And I was like, well, what time can you get here? So she shows up, and I open the door, and she's legitimate 6'250", right? And she's holding a foot-long sub and 24 buffalo wings.
Oh.
Not kidding. And she waves them in my face, and she goes, you got a room where I could go fuel up before the match? And I was like, first of all, fuck yes I do, right in there. And I said, second of all, you should know that the person you're wrestling today doesn't know there's going to be a match. You know, I don't know if that changes your professional approach at all. So she goes off into her room. My buddy comes over, and we've got him on a stool just like this one. And my other friends are standing behind him, and we got him blindfolded. And he's, well, I don't want to ruin the surprise, you know. And he's like, oh, this chair is one Ralphie May away from an accident. I'll tell you that right now. Oh. You don't think he knows he's 900 pounds? He fucking knows. Look at this. So, he's sitting there and he's like, I'm so excited. And I was like, me too. And he says, I'm ready. And I said, okay. And I call her out. Now, none of my other friends knew what I had planned. So when she walked out of that room naked, collectively, they were like, what the fuck? And as she got closer, I saw she still had buffalo wing sauce around her. And I was
I'm gonna piss myself.
You better not. Who cleaned it
going. He gotta finish this in person.
Oh my god.
Gotta get her a napkin, but I was like, I'm sorry, that shit is too funny on your face. I'm so sorry. So she stands in front of him, 6 foot 250. Oh, I forgot to tell you the best part. My buddy, 5'8", and 140, and like a woohoo, like a soft 140, right? So the size difference alone, like I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna fucking like it. And he says, I'm ready. And I said, okay. And I take off his blindfold. And the only word he could get out of his mouth before she ripped him out of his chair was, why? And she lifted him up like this. His little feet were dangling in the air. She started tossing him around the room like a rag doll, and we were all like, guys, she would jump on top of him, and he had to push her fat out of his face to talk to us. He would be like, tell her to stop. How long is she gonna be here? I can't breathe. Why does she smell like buffalo wings, right? There was one time where she was straddling him like this, beating him in the face with her titties. Just. I don't think you're getting the right visual. Okay. Guys, this isn't 5'2", 110-pound, bink, bink titties. This is 6 foot, 250. Just. Titties. That's how big her titties were. They made that noise through the air. It was like being hit with a tit missile, just. Dude had a swollen eye from titty punches. You'd never seen that in the history of fucking never ever, I'll tell you that right now. So she thinks her job is done, right? She walks over here to this side of the room. My buddy gets up mad. You know when you can tell someone is mad where they never take their eyes off of that thing they're mad at? So he gets up and he walks away from her like this. And then something in him just snapped. And he just looks at her and he goes, I'm gonna fuck you up. And like a wave of calm crashed over her, like serious, like Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon calm. She was just like, and they ran at each other. Guys, you understand what's happening? They're fucking fighting for real now. It's the best gift I've ever given to myself ever. Are you kidding me? They're running at each other. I'm like, I don't even know how this is gonna end. Oh my God, right? They're running at each other, and my buddy was mad, and he screamed, I want to take you down! Running at each other, full speed. And he ran into her. I'm gonna tell you something, he really did try to take her down. I'll tell you what, he did not. All I can tell you is that when his little body hit hers, she kind of absorbed him for a second, and he disappeared. I was like, where the fuck did he go? And then she just boom, shot him out across the room. Boom, and he slid on the floor, and one of my friends ran up to him and went, that just fucking happened to you! And she was mad that he challenged her or something. So she goes to us, you want to see my finishing move? You want me to finish him? And I grew up with Hulk Hogan and Randy the Macho Man Savage. So I was like, you fucking finish him! I didn't know if she was coming out the top rope or dropping a leg or whatever. I wanted to see that shit, right? So she starts to run to him and she was like, finish him? And we go, yeah! She goes, finishing move? And we go, yeah! And she goes, you want to see the finishing move? And we go, yeah! And then she sat on his head and we went, no! Not that finishing move, fuck! Guys, his little head disappeared. All you could see were his tiny arms slapping her back, like. Oh, it was a fight for life, I'm telling you that right now. It was the weirdest shit I've ever seen. It was like a reverse birth. It was fucked up, that's all I'm saying. And here's how you know you pulled a good practical joke. A good practical joke is a joke that continues to pay dividends long after the joke is over. So, like a month and a half after the wedding, after the party, 2 weeks before the wedding, I ran into his dad. And his dad goes, hey, you're not coming to the wedding? I was uninvited to the wedding, by the way. Totally worth it, totally worth it. You guys want to see how he uninvited me? This is my favorite part. This is how he uninvited me. She just got off of him. Then he stands up and he goes, you're not coming to the wedding! So here's how his dad goes, you not coming to the wedding? I go, no. And he goes, why not? And I said, Tim didn't tell you? And he said, no. And I go, well, do you got a couple minutes? Sit down, sit down. And then his dad used that story as his best man speech at the wedding. Fucking winner.
Oh my gosh.
Yo, that is the greatest practical joke I've ever heard, bro.
No.
Yo, man, I'm only mad that I couldn't have been there. I want to friend them just so I can be around for stuff like that. I like stuff like that, bro. The weirder, the better. The funnier, the better. I want to be there holding the camera.
You will be the one that get got.
No. Hell no. Now you're going to have me. No. Now nobody can plan nothing for me. Ever now. None of my homies can plan nothing for me now. No, I plan my own parties. Not even you. Not even you.
Just saying.
Nah, man. Not even you.
John, James,
No.
Michi.
No.
I got the perfect room.
No. Shout out to y'all, man. Comedy hour is over now. You ruined it, bro. You ruined it. I gotta piss. I'm about to pee myself, bro. Hey, I gotta go to the bathroom, man. Shout outs to y'all. Y'all get at us in the comment section. Let us know what y'all think. Salute whoever sent this video and suggested this video, bro. You are the man or woman, whoever sent it. Shout outs to y'all, man. I love y'all, man. It's your boy Ellen the Queen, man. Till the next reaction video, we out. Peace. Y'all stay solid and head over to Patreon, man. We out. Peace.
Go ahead, weak bladder.
What we do here is go back.